Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Extra Digest Podcast, one of the baddest podcasts in the 254, alongside Gunas Digest Podcast. My name is Nyash, the Jabroni Slayer.
I'm TJ, the outgoing SAK chairman.
Absolutely, man. We're here for another episode, another banger, talking at everything that happened in match week 28, which I was confusing with match week 29.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's because of Arsenal playing a game, Arsenal and Wolves, apparently.
And I thought to go match week 29, all of us. Nah, it turns out it's not the case. But we had quite some interesting matches, not gonna lie. Early kickoff, Bournemouth, Sunday. No.
Wolves
against Aston Villa on Friday. I watched the last, is it like 10 minutes of that game?
Yes.
And I was watching Wolves. I'm like, India go under relegation.
What happened?
What's going on here, bro? 1-0 up.
Just after drawing with Arsenal.
Yeah.
The previous week.
Yes.
2-2.
Crawling back from a 2-0 then against Arsenal.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Then now come beat other title contenders.
Yeah, potential.
Villa.
We're now totally out of it now because they're now fourth.
Yeah.
Boss, 2-0.
Is it too late?
Chief. For?
Wolves?
Yeah, it's too late.
It's too late, man.
It's too late. I mean, unless they go on a winning run.
Like win the rest of their games.
Unless they win all the remaining matches.
They have how many games to go? 9. Like Nikama Sisi, 9 games.
Yeah.
Win all 27 points. 27 plus 13, 40.
Exactly.
Can they?
I mean, at 40,
40
I don't think you go down.
Because the rest are like 25, 29.
Yeah, because the other guys who are following them.
Yes.
Nah, Kina West Ham and them thing and Kina Spurs as well. It's crazy how we're talking about Spurs in this conversation. But yeah, West Ham are 25, Burnley 19.
Nottingham 27.
Yes.
Tottenham 29.
Exactly.
31. So ideally, 14 inaweza peleka top 10 if everyone loses their games.
And unless they win the remaining matches, which are Liverpool tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, this is crazy. But they face Liverpool twice in 1 week.
Huh?
FA Cup, bro.
Oh, wako FA?
Still at home. On Friday.
Na kesho wako?
Kesho wako home.
Home.
Yeah.
Yes. Next game they have?
After Liverpool. Wait. They play Liverpool on Tuesday.
And Friday.
Damn.
All at home.
Yes. Wolves, come on, man.
Interesting.
If you can win the FA Cup,
something for yourself.
Especially the FA Cup, you can do something. I believe in you, man. After Liverpool, they have Brentford away. And then they have a relegation 6-pointer, West Ham, at London Stadium. And then they go away to Leeds United. And then they play Tottenham. But those 3 games, if they beat West Ham, Leeds, and Spurs, honestly, I think they stay.
Because that will be 9 points to 8.
Yeah, those will be 9.
Once they go late, because 9 points
takes you to 22.
22, bado.
22 bado. Oh my days. Because after that they have to host Sunderland. They go away to Brighton.
Sunderland is not doing so well. Brighton,
And then Fulham. And then Burnley.
If Wolves survive this, I think this will be like one of the greatest comebacks ever experienced. Apart from ile, kuna moja ya Sunderland na sawingi ni mwaka gani?
Wali survive. Akuna Jermaine Defoe.
I think so. Walitoka number 20, still was number 15 ama 17. Like that was like honestly among the best, and they had very difficult games.
Yeah.
Hiyo second half walikuwa unaona kuna Chelsea, wameenda wapiga Chelsea. Man United like they beat almost everyone. Sikushwa kanile season ya Leicester but it's around
they have to go on some crazy run.
It was a crazy run.
They have to go some crazy.
Ilikuwa like sasa ukipatana na Sunderland, boss.
Amen.
Pole.
Yeah.
I think we are the only ones who survived and we drew. We didn't even beat them.
Yeah.
Hiyo season. So if Wolves are able to survive this.
Yeah.
But I think the run started a bit too late.
Yeah.
Around hata February kianza ama January.
Yeah, maybe January after the time. Yeah,
then we could already they were doing so badly.
Yeah.
They wamefika 10 points juice.
Yeah, manze. I think City tumewafikisha.
Actually City they wafikisha 10 points. Yani they were at 9. They're actually going to be the worst team.
Yes. Premier League history.
So now imebaki na Derby County.
At
11 points. Ndio wamepita now.
Exactly. And I think they will surpass the other two who are, I think, above them. So,
yeah.
I mean, Wolves are moving well. But for Aston Villa, for you to get beat by Wolves,
Aston Villa is blowing hot and cold.
Yo, more of cold than anything else. And getting outplayed as well. Namba bao kali na safi. It's a new low. Honestly, it's a new low. Again, brings about the conversation of Unai Emery.
Yes.
This is the manager who was allegedly supposed to be better than Arteta.
Is he?
Now, I do wonder if he really is the manager who's better than Arteta, because moving from that position to where they are right now, it's not like they are really bad, but let's be honest, they were somewhere in the title conversation talks.
Yes.
I don't think they're there anymore. In fact, if you're talking title conversations, maybe we're having more of Manchester United now being in those conversations than West Ham. I mean, than Aston Villa.
Who's Aston Villa playing next?
Midweek wanacheza na Chelsea.
Because now Liverpool is 3 points below them.
Exactly.
So if Liverpool is able to get a win and
against Wolves
and Chelsea beat Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Because also Chelsea need the points.
Oh, Chelsea do need the points.
And the goal difference for Liverpool is higher. That means Liverpool will go fourth.
Exactly.
So it's a tricky situation for Aston Villa. If they do not win or get a point against Chelsea,
that's it.
Then number 4, because I believe, I think Liverpool beat Wolves. So
I think so as well. I mean, I want to see how Wolves do
against
Liverpool, because
yes,
Arsenal, Aston Villa, Liverpool.
Yes,
I think you have enough momentum from those two teams.
Yeah,
to tackle Liverpool.
Yeah, brings like the momentum in Man United will go on after beating Man City, then beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
So after that, it was like, hey,
exactly. We can actually do it. Huh?
So if Wolves go with that mentality that, hey, we got a point at Emirates. It was at Emirates.
It was in their own yard.
It was on the yard. But we got a point against Arsenal.
Yeah, from 2-0 down.
2-0 down.
Yeah.
Then we beat Aston Villa.
Yes, 2-0.
Like, okay.
Kept a clean sheet.
We can go for it.
Bro.
Because ideally, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So, attack. Nyinyi
attack. It was an all Gomez show, by the way, because I think he's the one who scored the 2 goals for Wolves in that game. And then there was a Gomez who also scored when Brighton faced Nottingham Forest, but that was yesterday. But yeah, Wolves, I think they are getting enough momentum, good momentum. I can't see how they handle Liverpool.
Yes.
Honestly, I think that would be a very good test.
And the Liverpool, which is also picking up
resurgent.
On pick-up form.
Yeah, they are.
I knew they would, because I was not picturing Liverpool playing in the Europa League. I know it's not done and dusted.
Yeah.
However, I feel like the one thing they're fighting for this season, at least play the Champions League.
Yeah, bare minimum, bro. Minimum. Okay, we know they might have 5 teams because of how English teams are doing the Champions League.
Yes.
But you don't want to get yourself at you're hanging on
number 5.
Hopes of getting 5 teams.
So, be number 4, be sure. So, I think a good game.
Yeah, or even Aston Villa might lose on goal difference.
Yeah.
Of the top 6 sides, they are the only teams that have single digits as GD.
Yes.
All these others have double digits. So, I mean, for Aston Villa, man, they really have to pull out their socks.
Yeah.
But, getting beat by Aston Villa, they have 1 win in 5 now. 2 draws, 2 losses, 1 win.
Damn.
That's terrible for a team that was in the title conversations. Nakumbuka nani akisema kuna time alikuwa anaongea kuhusu, there's a time I was dreaming of winning in the top 5 or winning the Premier League, and now it's Genie. Dracula. I want those people who are talking about Unai Emery and being in the same conversation. Can we have that conversation again? Because they keep cropping up when he's doing well. Unai Emery is in title conversation. He's with the Aston Villa doing absolutely nothing.
And he dips when the season is going towards
the end.
Always. It's a trend.
Yeah. Consistency.
The same time he was at Arsenal, there's a time he went for a streak of 11 wins. Tukaenda doing happy and beaten.
Yeah.
Because it was 11 wins. Green. Then he kind of like almost 18 unbeaten. That season we still did not.
Yeah. Is that the season we went to the Europa League final and got slapped?
It should be that season. Then you're like, if that's the streak you started with the season.
Yeah.
Mwisho mbona umalize vibaya hivyo.
Exactly.
So you need a manager who can perform towards the end.
Yeah. And he's not doing that. He has shown that.
Ideally, akiendelea hivi anatoka Champions League slots.
Yeah. Just the same way he exited from the Champions League slots
on the last
season.
Day. On the last day, being slapped by a Man United team that was number... Yeah. In fact, when walitoa Man United number 16 wakawapeleka number 14.
So Unai Emery, man, he doesn't have the finishing power.
No.
He doesn't have a finishing power. But let's keep thinking he's better than Arteta.
Yeah, man.
Then we went to Saturday. We had an early kickoff. Yes. Bournemouth, Sunderland. 2 teams that are almost at par. Bournemouth are doing quite well. I was surprised to see they are 8th.
Yes.
Or rather, they were 8th before this game. Sunderland were, I think, 11th. And I think the status quo has been maintained.
Yeah. The Bournemouth is 10th. Sunderland
is 10th.
Sunderland is 12th.
Yeah.
Because I think Fulham won, Everton won.
Yeah. Sunderland scored quite early, so Bournemouth, of course, tried to get themselves back. They were at home. They did well. They have this boy called Ryan, by the way. He's cooking.
He's cooking.
And he's the one who was bought to replace Semenyo.
Yes.
And when people bought him for Semenyo, like,
who this?
Who this? 24 million. Do you think it's going to...
Anapika.
Yeah.
I think he almost scored. What was the previous game they were playing? Kuna run alimake from the defense. What game did Bournemouth play before? Kuna run alimake from defense, alafu West Ham.
Against West Ham.
Kuna run alimake from the defense, nini almost scored, akufunga, but the game ended 0-0. I was like, who's this boy? That's the first time I saw him. They go like, hey, ukijana ni nani?
Exactly. And he's the one who scored the equalizer against Aston Villa.
Yes.
And then he scored, was it the winning goal? Yes, it was the winning goal against Everton at Goodison Park. Some very good goals, those ones, though, but to be honest. So he's definitely cooking. One to keep an eye on at Bournemouth.
Yes.
But also Bournemouth, they are doing well. I think they started off the season quite poorly.
Yes.
And they have picked themselves up all the way to being ace.
Because remember, it was after losing their defense.
Your time?
Yes. Ndo alikuwa amelose kila mtu.
Early on in the season, they sold Zaibani as well.
Zaibani. They had Kepa as their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So it looked like they'll be deep on form, but
exactly.
I think wame
pick up very well.
And they started with injuries. I think in Evan Nilsson's due kuwa Clive
Clive hata sahi hayuko. Yeah, so I think Tavernier has just gotten back or something.
Another very good talent. Kijana akikuwa Bournemouth next season, I'll be shocked.
Wakimenjina our boy na Iraola bado akue. I think God cook, man.
I feel like somebody like Tavernier can get.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. But shida naogopanga na these mid-table players is when they go to big teams, I don't know sometimes what
they
happens.
Don't necessarily.
Because I'm looking at our number 10 position with the rumors of Odegaard. Do you think Tavernier can be a good number 10?
I don't know. 10? Is he a 10 at Bournemouth?
Anachezanga 10, huyu kijana ucheza everywhere, but most of the time akicheza hapo nyuma striker, he looks, he creates, he can shoot, he can do everything. I don't know.
Interesting prospect.
But again, now that's another problem. But now him is a hard worker compared to Eze.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but sioni akiwa, even if you don't take him, kina Chelsea walalangi na talent kama hizo. Even if they waste them.
It's like Kina Krupi as well. Kina Krupi, he's a teenager. I reckon that's not a guy who's going to be there for long.
Yes. However, I feel like Krupi would do so well remaining at Bournemouth for another season.
Yeah, because he's 19.
For another season,
yeah.
Jenga tena.
Yeah.
But Tavernier, I feel like the time is ripe.
For him to make the move.
Yes.
Quite interesting, man. But Bournemouth are doing well.
And Sunderland is not... Imedip kidogo. I don't know whether it's because of Kinashaka and the likes.
Venye alikuwa a bit absent. I think he's back now.
Is he?
Yeah, he should be back. But I don't know if he started this game.
I feel I'm a struggle much after.
Because I think they got beat by Fulham.
Yes.
And then now this draw.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Kuna some struggle.
Yeah, and if you look at their upcoming fixtures, let me see the upcoming fixtures. They play away at Leeds. I mean, surely they should be beating Leeds if they want to get back to talking Conference League Manenos next season. So, I mean, quite some interesting time. They got absolutely slapped by Fulham, by the way.
Yeah.
3-1. That's a beat down. After Leeds, they have Brighton.
Yeah, they have some interesting.
After that, Tyneside Derby. After that, Spurs.
Okay, that's a win for them.
After that, Aston Villa. So, like, their next 5 fixtures, I feel like this is their make or break period.
Because ideally, they won't go to relegation, definitely.
They won't.
But with the momentum they started with, a slot in Europe at a kind of Conference League would be such a boost for them.
Very good for them. You think like they should get that slot, but only time will tell for them. So let's see exactly how that turns out. And that was the early kickoff.
Yes.
And then we got now to the 6 p.m. kickoffs, bro. And now I'll be honest with you. Hizi zilikuwa zimejaa uhondo. Goals galore.
Manzi.
How many goals were scored in total? 7, 14, 22 goals in 3 games.
6 p.m.
In 6 p.m. kickoffs.
Yo.
Burnley versus kulikuwa kunaonyesha mabao. Literally. Burnley Brentford.
Yes.
Burnley were 3-0 down at halftime.
Imagine.
I'm like, what a cooking, bro. This is
I think walifunga kamoja just before halftime.
Ilikuwa before halftime. Walienda 3-1 down.
But ilikuwa 3-0 kwanza. Alafu akafunga kamoja.
Own goal ya Kayode. Ilikuwa Kayode.
Ni moja tu.
So I'm like, God damn. And at that point, the first time I checked the scores in this one, I was like 3-0. I'm like, manzi nilitoa Kayode FPL.
Iko like isha enda hii.
Manzi.
By the actually, what game was I watching at that time? I think I was watching Liverpool West Ham.
I was watching Newcastle Everton.
So 3-0 niko like hii acha tu acha wamalizwe tu.
Yeah.
Inafika full time ya Liverpool West Ham wanatupeleka kwa hii game niko like what?
Yeah.
You know what's happening at that time?
Yeah.
Ndio ile equalizer inaingia 4-4.
Yeah, Ashley Barnes.
Niko like kumbe I was watching the wrong game.
Yeah, exactly. Bro.
Yeah, but 3-0.
Holy cow, man, not gonna lie. Like that fight back by Burnley, they will feel so hard done by that chopping off of that goal, bro.
Yeah,
because that was some good working. Fleming as well. Fleming, Anton is one to keep an eye on.
Very much.
His aerial threat is quite something to keep an eye on, to be honest. He's quite good.
Nasema ndio Wateta anaangalia.
Wateta anaona huyu asionyeshe Wateta. Asionyeshe Wateta Fleming. Oyo. Kama nyashaonyesha Kayode. Kayode na Fleming. Kwanza wale pia Kayode anaweza funga on goal.
Na goalkeeper wa Benfica.
Nivo, that's insane. Magolikipa anafunga bao. Nah, he likes them like that. But that was some good work by Burnley, not gonna lie. They definitely will be feeling terrible about this one. But it just goes to show again, like, these teams, bro.
To
relegation.
Because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You have everything to gain.
Exactly.
You just try. Give it a try.
So even you, when you meet them, like Arsenal, bro, we have everything to lose.
Yes.
When you meet them. And like we keep saying, that most of the teams you're playing against in this period, in teams that ziko na huko chini. Teams ziko top half ama top 6.
Hapo mwisho I think ndio tuko na Burnley na West Ham. After playing City tuko na Burnley na West Ham hapo. So
god damn.
Yeah, ziko hapo.
It looks straight on paper, straight easy on paper it's
but
not.
It's not.
Yeah. And then again
game, of course goals.
Yeah, goals galore.
Man like Thiago.
Boss, he scored quite a good goal, but that was the second goal of the game.
He's now only 4 goals away from
Haaland. How the hell, man?
Can we get a new Golden Boot winner?
I don't know.
I don't know. Haaland is not on form.
No,
you
he's
can
not.
Say that. I don't know much about the injury. I don't think it's long term.
Nasikia alipata injury akifanya content.
Walai.
I don't know how true that is. But niliona alishoot contest you can yakina KSI. There's someone had said I've not verified this. Akisema that's where Haaland got injured by KSI.
I wasn't sure.
Your KSI anakuwa mzo Arsenal.
But anyway, I don't know. 4 goals.
4 goals is with 8 games to go, or 10 now for them.
Yes.
Yeah, he definitely can catch up on that one.
Catch up, of course.
Can catch up on that one.
Semenyo is 4 below Thiago.
Yeah,
I think
he has 14?
He has 14. I think he's the closest. Because he's the one also who's been scoring.
Yeah.
He's the closest to them. The rest, I think, wameja 11, 10.
Those are the things I want to see, man. Like having top strikers like top 5 uko na wawili.
Like, yeah. But no problem.
But yeah, so I mean, Damsgaard is one who scored now the final dagger in Burnley's coffin, which was not really a coffin, but it was a coffin. But to totally make it out of reach for Burnley and deny them a point, which they seemed that they were getting. As that was happening, Liverpool were absolutely clobbering Newcastle. I mean, West Ham.
A game that I thought would go for a draw because West Ham have been playing really well.
Yeah.
I thought, hii West Ham wanaanza kimbizana na Liverpool huko kina Somerville na Bowen wangangane huko.
What happened in that game? Nasikia kulikuwa na own goals ngapi? Oh, ni on goals ni moja tu anyway.
Moja, but kulikuwa na a lot of one kulikuwa set piece goals.
How many were there?
Tunajua Van Dijk alifunga.
Van Dijk, Gakpo.
I remember
was Gakpo on as a set piece as well?
Was Gakpo a set piece? I don't think so. Nataka kumbuka hizo bao.
Yeah.
But Eketiko of course kufunga mapema.
Yes.
5 minutes in, I was like, damn. Hii sharibika hii.
Walai, bro.
But then alifunga dakika 5 I was like, bas. Hawa.
Yeah, imeenda.
Kafunga kidogo set piece Van Dijk bao. Niko like, hey, ni nini hawa?
Yeah.
Kidogo McAllister 3-0. Sasa
it's a wrap, bro.
It's a wrap.
But then your game niliachekiwa 2-0. Alafu naona half time. Narudi second half. Na ati 3-0. So like, kwani Liverpool mfunga bao haraka aje hiyo second half?
It was 3-0 by half time.
Ilikuwa 3-0 half time. I had not seen that goal by McAllister by no lie.
Of course. Na kuna chances more hapo kidogo wafunge.
McAllister?
Like Liverpool generally. They had a lot of chances. I think West Ham were a bit slippery, which I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Walikuwa na consider
where they are. But also Liverpool, now set piece goals. They are becoming a set piece team now. And I know Nani hates them a lot. And Schlott.
Yes.
So I don't know why he's not complaining.
I don't know.
We should have them chopped off. We're backing about Kambili. Because he keeps saying we are the only team that are trying not to play from set pieces and everything else. But I don't think he complains. I don't remember him complaining about his own team scoring from set pieces. They score them even in the Champions League as well. So he's moving like a hypocrite to me.
Yeah.
On one hand, he's trying to make his team like plays good football because he don't score from set pieces. On the other hand, he's scoring quite a number of them in set pieces.
Yes. So like, yeah.
You got to pick a struggle. You can't have your own cake and eat it. But
I think game gets to 4-2.
Yeah.
West Ham look like they're fighting back. I'm like, if they get to 4-3, because it's 4-2. I think it's 4-1 first. Then 4-2.
Yeah, it's 4-1, yeah.
4-2, they score almost immediately after the fourth goal.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they get this to 4-3, then we have an interesting
game. Yeah.
So nilikuwa like fungeni tu, and it looked like they were scoring. Ikafika 5-2 nikajua
Chelsea agent Axel Disasi.
Imagine. Has to be Chelsea.
Up against their own team as well, because Liverpool after that they went above Chelsea. So
Yeah.
Chelsea biting themselves in the foot again.
Yeah,
so absolutely love to see that. But big win for Liverpool, because we know the top 4 fight continues.
Yes.
It's not done and dusted. This one might go down to the last day.
Yes.
Unless Chelsea makes it absolutely easy for them. And they might even get to a position when they're not even the top 4
Yes, they are.
or 3. No, they're in the top 4 now.
Then
Top 3.
Top 3.
Because Aston Villa
wakisleep. Yeah, because Man United of course is on form, so
might be a problem. I think one thing I like about these teams zenye ziko hapo juu ni they will play amongst each other.
Bado mimi
Somewhere down the line.
nangoja sana Man United Chelsea. Sijiko especially
Man United Chelsea. Oh hiyo
Man United Chelsea inakaa tu kubamba. Inakaa kubamba mbaya
sana. We will eat good, bro. Na itakuwa bridge.
Yes.
Itakuwa bridge ama Old Trafford.
I think a bridge.
Bro, wherever itakuwa. I can't wait. We gonna eat good. Guaranteed, bro. So there's still Liverpool Chelsea coming up.
Yes.
There's still Liverpool Manchester United.
Good games.
Iko sawa.
Hiyo race hapo top 3. Race tamu sana.
Itakuwa deadly. That was happening while Newcastle were getting clobbered by Everton.
Yes. Which
at St. James's Park, bro.
Man, I thought they'd win that. Like how the league is running right now. Games unadhani mtu atashinda anapigwa.
Yeah.
Zenye unadhani because Newcastle Everton, good game.
Yeah, very very good game. I think 5 goals in total.
5 goals. Good goals.
Yeah.
I think for me what stood out was a save that
Pickford did against Tonali,
bro.
Makes me think as well. Tonali Buddha.
Those rumors. Najua zilikuwa za January, and I know they said that we are likely to go for a summer.
Yeah.
Tonali is such a baller.
I'll get him, bro, because he assisted Ramsey for the equalizer.
Yes.
And then that shot. But that's saved by Pickford, bro.
That's how he just controls the game.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it mostly alone. We know the midfield has been well spoken about, a very strong midfield of Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joelinton.
Yeah.
But Joelinton and Guimaraes have been away. So imekuwa yeye and kina Ramsey and
when you're
kina
on a
Willow
fort.
So I've seen
he's
how
holding
he's
it down.
I'm like,
he's holding it down. He's fantastic. And also Everton scored fast from a set piece.
Yes.
A corner kick. But I don't know how imechange sasa. Walikuwa wanasema this season, I think during aftermath and full time, teams have scored 138 goals from set pieces this season so far. That is 3 more than the whole of last season.
Na bado tuko na games kadhaa.
And you have like 10 games to go.
Because I think it's something that has been mentioned also, been discussed a lot this season, how the game plan has changed.
Yeah, totally.
Scoring open play goals has been so difficult, but set piece zimekuwa mob. So the fact that most of the time walikuwa wanaingilia Arsenal, because hao walianza mapema, like ni kama waliona kitu yenye watu wako
wameona before.
Yes.
See, when you are visionary, at first people think you are crazy.
Yes.
Until they catch up, you're like nigga wasn't crazy. This is actually where the game is going.
Unasema mtu akizoea kunini kusugua meno na ile kijiti. Unashangaa huyu mzee anagoragora nini na mswaki. Alafu
unafanya na mswaki.
Mbona mnatumia mswaki? Ukuje notice kumbe mswaki inasafisha
meno vizuri. Sasa hiyo toothpicks na miti.
Sasa hiyo meno ilishaoza. Sasa unaona inakuwa ngumu.
Exactly. So
that's a lot of set piece goals.
Yeah.
And I think people some are perfecting the art. Some are, let me say, misusing the art.
Like Everton?
Kinda.
Against Man United?
Yeah, because Everton as an example.
Yeah.
I know, wanapenda kusema hizi ni strategies za Arsenal. But if you watch Everton, and you watch maybe other teams, kuna vita nyingi inaendeleanga huko.
Everton bure inakuwa Royal Rambo.
And reference inakuanga Arsenal, but if I look at how we do our set pieces most of the time actually, we start back post huko. Tunaanzianga mbali. Hata keeper inakuanga tumempea mtu mmoja, Saliba ama wote wanakuanga wote hapo akisukumana. In fact, picha inatumiwanga ni ile moja ya Man United yenye watu walikuwa wamejaa. Na the funny thing about that photo inakuanga kuna na 4 Arsenal players na 7 Man United players. Unashindwa sasa. Makosa ni yetu ama watu wa Nyundi nyingi umejazia kipo wewe. But
so how is that our problem?
How is that our problem? But when you're perfect, pia watafute set piece coaches.
I mean everybody's doing it now. They might as well do it.
Kuna reason. There's a reason.
Exactly like you said, the game is shifting that way.
Yes.
So you better get in line or get out.
And for us, mostly it was finding another route because ilikuwa like if we play against teams that are sitting back
so do low blocks
tutafunga aje kama hiyo ndio alternative route
so be it bro
because kuna games we play open play watu attack tunapiga na counter
vizuri
so wenye wameamua attack sasa unajua lazima tutafute kufika lazima tufike
some way or the other and something has to give so I mean so Everton and then the beauty about this game is Newcastle were equalizing and then immediately wanaweka ingine twice like they equalized against by Jacob Ramsey.
Yes.
That was good. But I'm going to be honest with you. Jacob Ramsey won't confuse na Morgan Rogers. Is it just me? Or those two niggas look alike?
Kuna ka similarity.
They look...
Na wote walikuwa
Villa?
Ramsey alikuwa Villa.
Oh, ni confused now. I'm going to be honest with you. So Jacob Ramsey equalizes for Newcastle to make it 1-1. Courtesy of Tonali. Bro, 90 seconds later. Kiboko. Was it Barry or who was it? Let me see if it was Barry ama nani alifunga. Or Beto is the one who scored in that fourth. Barry alifunga saa bao ya 3
kuwaua.
So Jacob Murphy comes on second half.
Started the game.
Yeah, he did.
Interesting.
Yeah, he did.
Because Barry ameanza most of the games.
And Beto could have scored a brace by the way. Kuna mali kwa 1-on-1 na Nick Pope. Kapiga crossbar. He could have buried them early on.
And it's funny how Everton iko na strikers wa Everton sijui wanakanga aje like
Barry Beto
wana strike but Barry funny thing after Barry took so long to score his first goal but after he scored his first goal Barry has been amekuwa akifunga which is very weird because like he doesn't look like he'll score but unapata tu kuna kabao
exactly
so like okay so, interesting but wana hurumia because I'm like you have Barry and Beto who are struggling then your former striker Calvert-Lewin.
He's killing it at Leeds, bro.
Anabang.
He's killing. But I would see, like, Barry akona how many goals so far? Akona bao ngapi? Naweza penda.
Mbona naona kama ama ni mimi nahesabu sana.
Ni bao ni peke yake?
Barry.
Let me see.
Akona 6.
Akona 6.
Na ameanza kufunga.
Na Lewin akona 10.
Lewin should have like 10. Yeah, he has 10.
He has 10 goals. So Barry ameweza kupick up form slowly but surely. But
which is weird.
Yeah. So Newcastle, bro, like they're trying to get themselves out. And now at home, try to get themselves back into the game. Like that first equalizer. Jacob Ramsey kidogo na uliona Beto. Jacob Murphy comes on second half, equalizes, good goal. No sooner than that was actually a minute.
Yes.
Barry now comes and buries them. And it's 3-2 now and they can't get back. And it's Everton winning.
Yes.
And I saw somewhere Everton have the second most points away from home after Arsenal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
24. I think Arsenal have 27 or 29. I'm like, God damn, Everton, they are cooking. Wako namba ngapi kwa ligi?
Everton is number 8, which has been a while. Everton unajua wamekuwa kuchezea pale chini.
Yes.
It's long time nione Everton hapa. The last time I think nilikuwa naona Everton around hapo ni siku za nani? Boys za kwanza. Before he went to Man United.
So, I don't know, like Everton looking good. Newcastle, on the other hand, yo, it's looking super ugly, man. They can't win even at home now. I think those are back-to-back losses, if I'm not wrong. Losing. Who beat them last weekend?
Man City.
Oh, Man City. When I was thinking like, yo, bro, amewapiga sijui hadi kwa mara ngapi kwa Carabao. Hadi kwa ligi mtaachilia tu mnacheza kaa Chelsea. And then you meet Man City again next weekend. And then I saw there's some crazy number of days coming ahead for Newcastle, bro. Where I don't know how they get themselves out of this.
Iko na kina Barcelona, kana Man City ndani.
So, in March 4th, hii wiki, wanacheza Manchester United. Aya, weekend,
Chelsea.
Manchester City.
FA
Cup. Midweek after hiyo, Barcelona. Champions League. And then weekend Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. After hapo Barcelona Camp Nou. Wakirudi Sunderland. Derby. 18 days of madness. Again, I think this will be the make or break days for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And could be even for Eddie Howe. Because akilegea hapo bro and not get anything out of it.
That means they lack in Europe.
Yeah, that's one. Europe is dead.
2, that means they lose players. Because now they have such good talent.
Yeah.
Who I don't think watakaa outside Europe. Kina Gimaraj, bro, kina Tonali.
I don't think another season they stay there, bro. Out of Europe.
Nah,
I don't think. Because now, the only thing you would say for them is now it's them fighting for league positions.
League positions.
Because wakitolewa Champions League na umetolewa FA Cup, let's say watolewa na Man City, then it's just the league to fight for.
Because neither league.
With how many games to go? Like 8 for them.
A good position or win the FA Cup. That's the other alternative they have.
Yeah, exactly. Either you win the FA Cup or you forget it.
Because that's the only way they go to Europe.
Exactly. So Nick Voltemada, questionable. I don't know this guy for a while now. Can you recall the last time he scored?
Watu wamemjua.
Yeah. Najua kwa FIFA ameiva. You can attest to that. But kwa ground.
Inoma.
Imekata. Yeah, I think.
Because I saw I don't know how the formation they used for Everton, but I remember for Man City they actually were playing Voltemada as like a 10.
Yeah, and Gordon as a out-and-out striker.
Yes.
That has worked in the Champions League. But bro, this is not the Champions League.
The Champions League is a different one.
Hey, totally. Let me see actually how they lined up against. They did a 4. It's the same shit, bro.
Same shit.
4-2-3-1. Gordon striking.
Yes. Voltemada nyuma yake.
Yeah. Sijui formation. I mean,
I think he wants
even Joe Linton was on the wings. Left wing ilikuwa Joe Linton.
So who's the mid?
Mid is Tonali na Ramsey.
Oh yeah. Damn.
But yeah, this is okay. I think this could be different because when I saw the Premier League showing it, they showed something different. Because they showed Tonali and Joe Linton in the midfield. Then they showed Gordon on the left wing. Jacob Ramsey was the number 10 and Nick Voltemada was the striker. But yeah, then after these apps, they show different formations for the same team. So it's kind of crazy. But still, Newcastle, not good enough. And they just can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Nima L2. And then now that took us to the late kickoff. Leeds United hosting Manchester City. Where you're thinking like, Leeds United, they do quite well at home.
Yes.
Could they possibly do something against Manchester City? And they seem like they were doing so in the first couple of minutes of that match.
Started very well.
Calvert-Lewin should have scored that goal.
They had many chances. Calvert-Lewin had that chance. Almost like the game ikianza.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin was there. Who's this other guy? Anaitwa
Macha.
No, Macha ya kwanza. Who's atakawa US anaitwa Aronson.
Yeah.
Aronson pia alikuwa a chance hapo like boss.
Just do something, man.
Do something. Like there were like 4 chances they would have scored.
Yeah.
Zikaenda hivyo and after that I think chances zikapotea.
Exactly.
City 1 chance 1 goal.
Exactly.
That was like their first chance.
Yeah.
Because ideally kuna time wako touches in the box when Newcastle had 7 at Newcastle Leeds had 7 City had 0.
Huh?
They had not gotten into that box at
Exactly.
any time. Walikuwa wamekuwa pinned back.
Again. And when they did, goal. But that's just again the show of quality between the two sides, attacking wise. Semenyo, I think he also scored there when he was with Bournemouth.
Yes.
So you have to love scoring against Leeds 1-0 and that's it. And I was thinking like second half maze.
Utakuja na wapi.
Unajua game niliweka tu icheze ka background music.
Jonashinda sasa.
Yeah. Me hata sijui nilikuwa nafanya. I think I was on TikTok or something.
Because of course we start with that Haaland did not play.
Hey.
You're like, okay, is this
what's going on? And they had 2. They walicheza Mamush na Semenyo as the strikers.
Okay, like could there be a chance?
Yeah.
But again I was telling because nilikuwa watch hii game na kijana wa Leeds. Alikuwa amekuja.
Oh hey.
Kaambia yes wanacheza bila Haaland. However, I feel like predicting how City plays without Haaland is normally tricky.
Yeah.
At least ukiwa na Haaland unajua watacheza aje. Ni
just keep that guy quiet.
Yeah. But now you don't know what the plan is for Semenyo and Mamush, which maybe that's why they scored because assist ilikuwa na Itnour. Ilikuwa Itnour.
Itnour. Ilikuwa Itnour.
Semenyo.
Very good pass from Chucky.
Yes.
Ryan. Yeah.
Who is cooking?
Yeah, he's having a good season.
Uliona touches zake hiyo game. Alikuwa touches mob.
Alikuwa anapiga mapasi zingine.
So many touches. Deadly. But of course kulikuwa na also controversies.
Oh yeah, especially that one handball by Nunes.
There's that and kuna place Chucky alistamp on somebody.
Yeah, kwa ground. I think that's the one that got Nani really riled up.
Yes.
Daniel Faki. And I think he got a red card.
Yes, he did. He ended up a red card.
Oh damn. So hata kwa in their next game I think against who is it? Umeona Leeds wanacheza nani? Is it Burnley ama nani ama ni Aston Villa? No, Aston Villa ni Chelsea. Newcastle ni Man United. Leeds wanacheza na nani?
Wanacheza na Sunderland.
Yeah, Sunderland.
Yes. So there was that stamp.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Then the handball, of which that handball, I don't know. They on clearly like zoomed in, but at Skushwa kama brace Diaz before getting to Nunes. because Diaz had his hand stretched out, so it looked like it rest Diaz kidogo ndio ikaland kwa Nunes, but sasa hiyo ndio siko sure because if they checked that kama ile Nick Diaz his hand was outstretched ile kama ile Van Dijk, so that ile mguza sijaona close up of it, but it looked like ni kama ile mguza ndio ikaland kwa Nunes.
I have to say, City got away with that one. Just very like much. Arsenal against Chelsea.
Yes.
Hiyo waliponyoka. And I was seeing someone saying, ilikuwa before game ya ama ilikuwa before game week ile yetu ya Tottenham. It's like the referees and the PGMOL is setting Arsenal and Man City up to be this big blockbuster match where everything matters. Like the title is on the line on that day.
So they are making sure that
hizo teams ziendelee tu vizuri.
Huyu akishinda by force.
Don't fuck up. Ukiona penalty yenye inakaa blatant look the other way,
because ideally if they gave that as a penalty, the game was ideally at the end.
That's 1-1 and that's
1-1.
it.
Sipige Chelsea. But na feel wange draw against Leeds to get draw against Chelsea. Now hiyo ndio shida nyingine.
That's the problem. I'm not going
to like to relax then.
You know what? I don't like saying this, but Man City are not convincing.
They were not, and they've not been.
They have not been.
They're getting points. I know we get a lot of stick for not being convincing. However, the same does not apply to Man City. They say they have the winning mentality. That's the heart of a champion. Win when you're not playing well.
And all that shabam.
These are how many games back to back? The Leeds were doing better. The game before was Newcastle. Was it? Newcastle looked like
Newcastle.
They had them
on the ropes. So, but eventually they hung on.
And if you can get the points no matter that, then I feel like you're a good team.
Yeah, that's what matters.
The same judgment should
be done for the Arsenal. I mean, the rational ones who are not subjective, they will say that. They will say, just win, whatever matters. Arsenal is winning the games, and that's what matters. Because of the set pieces, they're still part of the game. Get the goals, done. But also, like you mentioned, we're in the end game of this shit. Nobody cares how good you play. Are you getting the work done? Yes, that's it.
Bas.
Hizo zingine ni semantics. Neither here nor there. They don't really matter when you're here where we are. So, Man City are getting the job done, keeping pressure on Arsenal. By winning that one, they basically took the difference to 2 points.
Yes.
And now, Arsenal, the next day, they had to do something to make it back to 5, which brings us perfectly to Sunday. But before that game, we had 3 games at 5.
Yes.
Brighton versus Nottingham Forest, bro. I'm be honest with you. The goals that were scored in that game. The first 2 goals. The one by Gomez, the one by Morgan Gibbs-White. Bangers.
Good players.
Bangers. Yeah,
Gibbs
good players.
Is another one.
Yeah, I don't know how long he's going to be staying at Nottingham Forest.
Gibbs-White.
But those 2 goals were fantastic. But Gomez for Brighton and then Gibbs-White for Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
And that was early on the match.
Yes.
By the 14th minute,
game
ilikuwa ishaisha. Yeah.
Imagine.
Because Welbeck scored the second goal to make it 2-1 for Brighton, and game ilisha hivyo.
Imagine. Game isha hivyo. Till the end, that's naona.
Manze, like a 75 of just waiting for a team to score and shit. And
Brighton in a shika form.
Yeah, because those back-to-back wins now?
Yes. And they have 37 points. They are number 11.
How many have they won the last 5?
Let's check.
Because I don't think they have been in the last 5. I think upon we were return form after beating
Brighton beat Nottingham, they beat Brentford. Okay, they were beaten by Liverpool in the FA Cup. They were beaten by Aston Villa. Actually, I think that's new game here. Brentford they change form.
Exactly.
Yeah, because walipigwa hadi na Villa. Walipigwa hadi na Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Brighton wamekuwa mbaya.
Hey, what teams zinashikana tu form kabla zipatane na Arsenal.
Exactly.
I think we need to.
They had 3 losses. And 2 now wins in the last 5.
We need to restore factory settings.
They warudishwa kwenye wanafaa kwa.
We need to do that.
Collecting errors, bro. Because nakumbuka there's a time. Where are they now? Are they 14th?
Who?
Brighton.
The 11th.
Oh, the 11th. I do recall watching them some point in time. They were 14th.
The 11th and Nottingham is 17th.
Exactly. They were 14th. That's why Crystal Palace have 35 points. They were level points, I think, with Crystal Palace. So, I mean, good for them. But he week, bro.
Man.
And then there was Man United versus Crystal Palace. I watched this game. Lacroix, I'll be honest, another pump faker. He had me honestly really charged up, thinking like, yo, Manchester United. But then again, Manchester United this time round, they're showing that it's the side that even if you score fast against them,
go do your thing.
Yeah, they are getting themselves back, bro. And I'm thinking now like, fucking hell, these buggers are cooking, bro. Like those are 6 games now they have not lost. They're now 10 points below Arsenal. You know they can actually be involved in the title conversations.
Yeah. Is it 6 games?
Yeah.
Or more?
Or is it 7?
7.
It's 7 because there was a draw against...
7.
It's 7. 7 games.
6 wins.
1 draw.
1 draw for Carrick.
For Carrick, bro. But I'm telling you, regardless of where you are, if you ever win 6 in 7 and the other one is a draw, you're cooking.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Utapanda mbaya. No wonder they are now in the top 3.
Number 3. Aston Villa ishatoka hapo.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a stretch towards the end of the season.
Yes.
It's the only thing they're playing either way. So
yeah, so it's expected. But Man United fans as well, you need to pipe down a little bit. They're talking about title contention and shit. Look, I know they very much want to be in those conversations because they have not been in that for a while. But, but 10 points with 10 games to go, you can't really...
Not looking bad.
You can't really rule them out. So, I mean, unless Man City and Arsenal start stunking and not winning and collecting points, then that's the only way they're going to get Manchester United back.
Yeah.
And if Manchester United continue winning like they are, so that's the only time they're involved in these conversations. Otherwise, I'm not really...
Not much.
Nah, I don't think so, really. But
still, they're doing so well.
Come back against Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Of course, there's a red card involved.
La Croix, manze. Is he the one who gave the penalty ama ilikuwa ni nani?
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ni yeye?
Red card na penalty.
What a pump fake, bro. You go from scoring the first goal to earning a red card and a penalty? Hey!
You scored the 4th minute.
Bro.
We're like, hey. Man United ni kama imeshikwa. Like, yeah. But give away the penalty. Of course, Bruno Fernandes scores.
He is cooking, man.
Then he has crazy numbers,
cooking.
bro. He has crazy numbers.
There's some numbers I saw. Let me see.
He has crazy numbers. He has 13 assists. And he has how many goals? He has Bruno 7 goals.
He's having a laugh. No,
that's 20 GNA.
20 GNA
already.
Bro, he's having such a
13
season.
assists is crazy.
He's having a heck of a season, not gonna lie. With 10 games to go.
Yes.
Maybe you can't really rule them out from... Or can we rule him out from getting 20? Can Bruno actually get 20 assists or more this season with 10 games to go?
He was on track to do it a few games ago. I don't know whether he's still on track. Can he get 7 in...
7 in 10?
In 10.
Maybe even more.
Doesn't look impossible. Just depends on how he...
Yeah. That's what we keep an eye on, bro.
Because kuna watu ufika around there, then towards the end of the season, of course.
Yeah.
Unajua inafika point pia. Now you get the points no matter what. Not concentrating much on who's assisting.
Yeah.
So.
And also at some point in time, I'm thinking like, Bruno, maybe now he might not leave Manchester United. Yeah. I mean, if you get to the Champions League.
Yeah, because I think that's one of the conditions I thought would work for Man United. I was like, if they do not get the Champions League, then Bruno.
Yeah, definitely departs.
But now they get into the Champions League.
And they are playing
Bruno
quite well.
will play in the Champions League. Because Bruno has never played in the Champions League for Man United.
No shit.
I don't think he has.
Wow.
I don't think he has.
Because he came in 2018.
Ama? Has he?
I think a season.
Amecheza? Oh,
maybe a season.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
sikumbuki ama walitoka groups. Because I'm trying to remember Bruno in the Champions
League. Walikuwa wanacheza na PSG. Yeah. 2018 after they won the Europa League. 2017, so 2018. And I think he came in January 2018.
He did?
I think he came in January 2018. If I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think he has played for a season in the Champions League for Manchester United. But man,
maybe not a good season, no under tuikumbuki.
Yeah,
but
he is cooking.
Yeah,
no lie, he's having a heck of a season. We just have to keep an eye on whether he gets to 20 or even surpasses that one. But you know, people keep talking about 20, and I know he'd be quite excited about it. But
yes,
the record to beat here is 20 assists and 20 goals.
Bruno came to Man United in 2020
or January. Hajacheza Champions League. They have not been in the Champions League since 2020. He came in 2020 January.
Have they been in the Champions League since 2020?
No, they have not.
Yeah, because I think Coneo feelings Jonah Bruno Champions League.
They have not.
Because I'm sure he's like a guy who'd cook in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So, sina memory yote ya Bruno
in the Champions League. Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't for sure.
Walicheza na Cristiano Europa.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni Europa yenye walitolewa.
Walitolewa nani?
Ama?
I don't know. I need to check their record in the Europa
because
League.
I think in Europa League.
Yeah.
The
I need to
last
check their
Europa
record
they played,
in the Europa League. They came back against Crystal Palace. Good assist by there for the Sheshko goal. What a header that was.
What a header. And another guy who's also
Ameanza kufunga.
Manza kufunga and he wasn't starting. I think this is the first start in a while.
Yeah.
He's been saving them some points. I think he did versus Fulham.
Yeah, which other one was that?
Kuna ingine pia alifunga last Crystal Palace. He's the one who scored.
Yeah, the winning goal.
The winning goal. Jana, winning goal.
Sindio Crystal Palace.
No, the one before. Everton,
Everton, Crystal Palace, Fulham. All of them winning goals. Yeah. Sheshko is also another one who's cooking. Absolutely cooking. And he's scoring them in all manners.
Yes, because saya kona bao ngapi?
Kona bao ngapi? Nane?
Sheshko should be 7 or 8.
In the league?
In the league. Let me check. Sheshko
should be 8 or something.
8 goals.
8 goals.
8 goals. Kotu hapo na Mbomo 9. The rest 10. Okay.
Yeah, he'll definitely get to double digits. Your career has 10.
10, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What if 10
to 11.
Sure,
Wako hapo,
yeah. The other one was Fulham versus Tottenham. Tottenham, bro, I have never seen a team flat this badly and heavily with relegation like Tottenham are doing.
So, hizo points zetu bure sita zinataka kwenda hivyo.
Aki.
I was free.
But I don't think Spurs, to be honest though, I don't think Spurs go down.
I don't think they go down. However, I don't like the fact that they're playing that way. Because if they do that, it only takes for them right now, 2 games.
Washikwe na nani. But you see, these are the boys who are below them. I think for me, it's just, Tottenham will only survive because there's a buffer between them and the bottom 3.
4
Nottingham Forest and West Ham.
4 points?
Yeah. I don't see where Nottingham Forest wins these matches and Nani Spurs doesn't.
Okay.
Just what I think. Spurs wakipigwa, Nottingham wanapigwa, West Ham wanapigwa.
Do you think the Champions League will have an effect on them?
That's what I want to see.
Because if the Champions League ikiwasumbua, then we have a problem. Because it only takes Champions League so many 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wako kwa ife?
No, walichujwa. The Champions League wako na Atletico Madrid.
Wako na Atletico. Because ikiwa mess for like 2 game weeks or even 3 game weeks,
I think for Spurs, maybe, just maybe, I don't even know how their focus should be or shall be. They might focus on the Champions League, but then again, against Atletico Madrid, I don't fancy their chances. So they either focus on that and maybe progress, and then after that is Barcelona. But either way, they are cooked. I don't see how they find themselves out of this.
Going up there, it's not Europa whereby you're doing badly in the league. At you end you ukashinda Champions League. I think the only team that has done that is Chelsea. Kuna score alishinda Champions League juu akiwa number 7 ama sijui.
No shit.
Ile ya 2012.
Fuck.
Walikuwa mahali hapo 7-8. Yeah. Alafu at that time it was, I don't know whether hiyo time ndio ulikuwa ukishinda. Unakumbuka time ulikuwa ukishinda sijui number 4 anachujwa.
Wewe unaingia.
Wewe unaingia alafu sijui number 4 anaenda anacheza Europa. I think the Spurs waliwahi suffer that.
God damn, because of Chelsea.
Nakumbuka there was a season like that. Walikuwa outside the walikuwa like number 7 or 8. That's the only team that I think has won the Champions League when having a
terrible season in the league. Absolutely. So Spurs, I don't think they do the same. I think they get knocked out of the Champions League and then just focus on the league. And this is basically just avoiding relegation.
Yeah.
Or trying to, I don't know, get Conference League or something, or just
they
stay in the
cannot
season.
reach Conference League.
How is Vika?
29 points.
29. When you are Conference League, wako na points ngapi?
40.
Ai.
Yani watu wa 40 hata 43.
11
wa 40 ndio wanajaribu kuingia.
What? Yeah, so they can't.
They can't.
Watoleo tu wajitoe kwa hii relegation scrap because they are getting dragged there each and every game week.
And if they don't survive, then
now I'll be very sad.
Yeah.
Be very sad. I'll be sad and happy at the same time. To be hella bittersweet. Because at one point in time, it's just sweet like these fuckers. And then you call them jabronis. Bitter because those are guaranteed 6 points, bro.
I watched these interviews, wale mafans wa Majua kiulizwa, would you rather Arsenal win the league ama team yako end relegation?
Yeah.
Man, I was shocked some people chose relegation.
Yeah.
Would you? Assume we're in the same shoes.
Nah. Because what I got from those interviews is those guys hate Arsenal more than they love their club.
Yeah, because there's not ati mimi nichague kwenda relegation ndio tu.
Ati ndio nini?
Ligi inaweza shindwa again and again. but relegation ukienda
boss
uende kucheza sijui ni games kwanza ngapi
kwanza ni top quality hapo watakuwa chipped away haraka kina Van de Ven au tunaendea mbio kina Xavi Simons wataendewa na watu wengine we can't touch those dudes yo that would be a problem kina Pedro Porro
hiyo unaendanga ukishuka
boss
unaendanga ukienda unamaliza number 17
yeah those finances they hate you like crazy so I mean kukaa tu outside Champions League ni shida sasa imagine kwa championship
ni tricky
it's so tricky man so
Leicester imetoka tu juzi
yeah
sijui wako huko chini hata
kabisa wanachimba migodi huko so I think for Spurs bro they just focus on the league I don't think in the Champions League I don't fancy their chances unless they do something crazy like pull a rabbit out of their goddamn hat
yes
I don't fancy them to be honest so I focus too on the Premier League. Yes. Kwa relegation scrap and that's it. And then of course the wrap up was Arsenal versus Chelsea. Dan talked about this extensively on the Gunners Digest podcast. But for Chelsea, bro, I think those are 3 games without winning. Because
yes,
the draw, they got held by Leeds United, then got held by, who was it? Burnley. And now they've gotten beat by Arsenal. 2 points in the last 9 possible points.
Yes.
No wonder they are getting dropped out of the top 5 now.
Which is looking very tricky for them.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Liam has lost only to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Only.
In 13 matches.
Yes. He's not won 10.
No, he has not won 10. But he's only lost
to Arsenal.
He has 3 losses in that 13. And all of those 3 have been to Arsenal.
So now they're number 6.
Yeah.
3 points below Liverpool. Assuming we'll have 5 slots in the Champions League, they are 3 points below the Champions League slots.
Yeah. And their next fixture is against a team that is also dropping from the top 4 positions.
Yes.
And they need to get back to winning ways. And that shall be at home. I'm talking Villa Park.
Okay.
Aston Villa versus Chelsea.
That's the next game?
Yeah. Chelsea might do, is it 4 games now? Without a win.
So they have to beat Villa to have a chance.
Exactly. All of a sudden now, they should be checking number 7. Number 7, nani? Brentford.
Brentford are 2 points below them.
Exactly. If Brentford win their midweek fixture, na Brentford wanacheza nani? Brentford wanacheza nani? And Chelsea does not beat Aston Villa.
Brentford are playing Bournemouth.
Ooh, what a game.
What a game. Tomorrow, actually.
Okay, sure. If Chelsea do not win against Aston Villa, or let's say they get beat and Brentford beats Bournemouth, bro, number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Sasa hapo unaanza kuangalia kina Everton.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
And it's very interesting because now Chelsea have a very interesting position whereby they have Man United. They have
yet to play. Yes, yet to play.
And for us, I think they have Man City.
Yes.
At the bridge. So Chelsea, you can do yourselves a favor. You can decide whether you want to play Champions League or might as well play the Conference League. Yeah, Man City, you know what to do against them. But it's dangerous for them. And if Chelsea fail to make it to the Champions League, star players, Cole Palmer,
they might just.
Who had an interest in Man United?
Yep, he loves Manchester United. Apparently, he's a Manchester United fan.
Yes,
boyhood fan.
Do you think?
Add that on the 342 million loss that was disclosed, financial loss by Chelsea.
Yes,
but then they are tattering. They are playing with fire as far as financial compliance is concerned. A problem.
Yes,
and then. Okay, maybe this does not concern them. But I also saw Todd Bowley, who was doing an interview with Eye Connections, and he was saying he signed Cucurella simply because Man City wanted him. He had not done any scouting. He didn't even know about Cucurella. But he's, Cucurella, oh, what is he? Left back.
Okay.
Oh, who wants him? Man City. Man City. Atako yo. Wanafa pesa ngapi? Pay away 60 million. We'll get that guy. I was like, huh? He said he got into that job without having a sporting director. So he was basically doing the sporting director job. I'm like, a billionaire, successful in other businesses.
Yes.
Is here talking about how he went into a business without proper structures.
How?
How did you even become a goddamn billionaire, bro?
That's crazy.
Because that's like starting a business and or dipping yourself into a business where you don't know how that business works or operates or without having proper structures.
Uko tu unasema biashara.
And now if in the case where tulikuwa nasema unajua tulisema hivyo watu wakaona kani jokes. Chelsea wana sign watu out of what other people want. Mudrik is another one, the drug lord.
Yes.
Mudrik, Chelsea were not interested in him until wakasikia Arsenal wanataka.
Wako like
Yeah, ati Arsenal anataka huyu boy sana, wamesikia tuko ndani, wao wanafaa 80 million. I think we are offering 80 million. We are willing to go until 80.
Yeah.
Nah, 88 million.
Like
Mudrik, what a flop.
like okay.
Is actually Mudrik, is he the most expensive flop in the Premier League?
Could be.
88 million.
Could be.
Then you get banned because of using banned substances.
That's what.
That is crazy business.
That's crazy.
And you look at something that they have done. Andre Santos. No, not Santos. It's Santos. Lavia. Romeo Lavia was, I think,
been injured
for a while.
I think he came on yesterday.
He came on. I think either Man United or Liverpool wanted the guy.
Yes.
And then Chelsea hijacked that deal.
Yes.
Caicedo
the same.
Liverpool wanted that guy badly. Chelsea wakakuja wakaslap some stupid figure.
Yes.
He couldn't turn back. Okay, ataka Caicedo I think is a Chelsea fan kutoka kitambo. Niliona picha zake za kitambo. Unless ilikuwa AI. But yeah, slapped another stupid figure and got the guy.
Yes.
Caicedo is the only one who I would say have worked. And Cucurella has worked.
Yes, Cucurella.
Which was signed back. But to be signing people
without a plan,
proper scouting, and you're banking on other teams' interest in players, ndio wewe ukuje wa hijack, that is crazy. And that's what Todd Bowley was saying. So Chelsea are in the gutters, in my opinion, bro. Cole Palmer, I think, has, is it 2 or 3 non-penalty goals in like 14 months?
But they say it's
in
better.
the league.
Yes.
And I'm like, what's going on here, bro?
Because when watching him yesterday,
he was poor.
Yeah.
He was basically poor.
He starts this season and not all that. Looks unbothered.
Yeah.
I don't
this
know.
year he has less non-penalty goals than Madueke, bro. So Chelsea, man, they are in the gutters, in my opinion. It's not looking good for them.
Their next fixtures, Aston Villa. Of course, they have Wrexham. Okay. Sawa.
Yeah. But Wrexham also doing well in the championship.
Yes.
That will not be easy.
wasijaribu kushindwa na Wrexham. But anyway, after that, they go to PSG. Champions League. That's away. Then they host Newcastle. They host PSG. They get hosted by Everton. Then Man City. Then Man United. Man City, Man United back to back. That's crazy. That's crazy business.
You see, like how we're talking about Newcastle and their crazy 18 days, Chelsea also have their own.
Wako tu hapo.
Exactly.
Same.
Yeah. So Chelsea, like TJR said, up against Manchester City, it's either you go play Conference League football, or you fight and get something in that game and maybe improve your chances of doing Champions League football.
In fact, I wish Chelsea can win their remaining games. Because
yeah.
I took up.
No, yeah, Chelsea.
Unless tupatane FA.
Yeah.
Hapo hiyo toa hiyo except if we meet in the FA Cup.
They have our best wishes.
Yeah.
They can go do the best. We'll be rooting for you guys.
But not speaking of Chelsea,
yeah,
Chelsea is a very weird team. In such a season, hizi ndo season unapata Chelsea imeenda sijui hadi finals ya Champions League imebeba. Unashindwa ni nini?
Yeah, they have that knack. They have that knack.
Mtu anaweza piga PSG uko like, okay.
Yeah.
We advance. Atupiga PSG unapata na nani? Maybe Liverpool?
Yes.
Organized sasa tuseme Liverpool, wapige Liverpool uko like, okay. Afu Brian na Bayern wapiga ama Real ama Man City. Alafu unapata ati yao ndio mnaenda kutazama kwa final. Because they normally have that. I don't know.
They kind of have that knack, not gonna lie. In those tournament football,
yes.
Chelsea really do well.
Yes.
But let's be honest. This is
season,
not that time.
I don't see
think
it.
so.
However, let's wait and see. Only 10
of course, we'll have to wait and see, but I don't fancy their chances.
I think they can do something against PSG. And I feel PSG-ish.
They kind of have a chance there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But after that,
anything goes. Because even against Liverpool, it's a Premier League clash.
So, but after Apple,
yeah.
Bayern, Real, Man City, unless it's Man City.
Nah, unless it's Man City, which we might root
Man
for
City
them.
now, that's another thing.
But I don't want to meet a Chelsea that has gone through all those guys and knocked them out. In the final, but now. Hapa.
Wapitia yote ati ndio kuja wape kikombe. Hivi.
After
tuwapige mara 4.
Ati mara 5 ni champions itakuwa ngumu. So hapana.
Tuna prime Cole Palmer and prime Chalobah.
Nah, but having akina Badiashile as your defenders na akina nani? For Fanas, I don't think they get there.
But let's wait and see.
I mean,
but they have a tough run of fixtures.
Oh, they do. Your game ya Man United ni lini? April what? Because I think that's going to be in April.
Man United ni April 18th.
18th April?
Yes, Man City 11th.
Damn, all right. That's that. Yo, god damn. Ona picha mtu ameweka ya Cole Palmer. Mbaya. Nika hate speech. But yeah, so I mean, it is what it is, man. For Chelsea, they gotta do the work.
Yeah.
Either that, or they flirt again with the Europa League and or maybe also Conference League. Yo mambo yao hiyo. So
man.
You gotta make a choice, Chelsea. Either you win against teams like Man City and help Arsenal while you at it, or you fail to help Arsenal and you get dropped to Europa League or Europa League or Conference League. But I mean, worry not. You've been the Conference League before, no? And you've won it.
They've won it. They've won everything.
They really love a title. See, wanasemanga bora title.
Bora title. And what do you think about shortly the Champions League fixtures? Generally?
Yeah, Arsenal, I think they got a very fair fixture. Wanasema tulilipa UEFA.
No, we worked for it. We won all our games.
Yeah, equal by accident. This is what you get for being top of the table, top of the standings. You get this. So quite a fair outing, but it's Champions League knockout football. Let's be honest. For fans, it's easy. I hope the players don't take it that way as well, because this is knockout football. Anything happens here.
True.
Yeah, by Leverkusen tunaweza fikiria ni walkover, bro.
Kumbe hiyo ndio tutoe.
Wewe.
Na iende hadi ishinde kombe.
Bodo Glimt or who is it? Sporting Lisbon.
In fact, Bodo imepiga Man City na Inter.
Yo, in fact, in that game, I would rather meet Sporting Lisbon, bro.
They're like, hey,
yo, Bodo.
Tunaweza kama tumeongea baya kumbe ni wabaya.
We. Gori. So,
lakini tuliwapiga.
Bodo, we have ever met them, I think, in the Europa League. Ile time tulikuwa na kiti ya black.
Game yetu ya mwisho ilikuwa? Kwa ligi?
Champions League. Ilikuwa ni Kailmati.
Okay, Matt. See Bodo.
Kairat Almaty. Bodo Glimt, we have ever met them in the Europa League. Tulikuwa ile kiti ya black. We slapped them in their
Real Man City. Same fixture we've seen again.
In
fact, it's a group.
But this is a league phase.
Yes, Man City
this is like the fifth time they're meeting. Bro, that is so insane. Like, it's always cast in stone, bro. Like, even so, Thibaut Courtois
akisema anajua tu atapewa.
And Man City wanakuwa. And if they win that, they go meet Bayern Munich.
Your side ni mbaya. Hiyo side ni mauano.
Boss. Mwenye atatoka hiyo side, hayo ni mnoma.
Huo ni mnoma.
Na huyo ndiye atatupia title lakini.
Wanatoka huko atakuwa amechoka, amegonga gongo huko.
Boss.
Unakuja unamalizwa sasa.
Unakuja kuna kumalizia.
Because it's hiyo side ni noma.
Ni mbaya. I think Arsenal and Barcelona got some very fair fixtures.
Yes.
Or their side looks fairer, to be honest, compared to this other side.
It's the Champions League, but honestly, it's fair.
I'll be honest with you, man. That being said, kichwa yangu iko already in the semis.
I know.
Yeah. Round of 16, I don't expect us to not get past Bayer Leverkusen.
Yes.
Quarterfinals, I don't expect us not to get either of Buda, Glimt, or Sporting Lisbon. And then we can focus a bit more now.
Semis.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Barcelona.
If we meet Barcelona, good luck to them stopping us in our set pieces. Akina Kubasi na ati mnakuwa na nani huko? Kubasi na Garcia.
Sana watu. Mimi Simon ni Arsenal. So kunao, but even for them, apart from the set pieces, their highline.
And the highline as well.
Punish their highline. Wakijaribu hiyo it's Martinelli na Madueke.
I think I'm ready for that, man.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready. So
let's see how it goes. Tuone kama tutafika finals.
Yeah.
Kama tutaibeba.
Exactly, because that's the bottom line. That's what we want to get. So yeah, this has been the Extra Digest podcast. Absolute fun. Big up to everybody who keeps watching, talking to us everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Of course, you can always catch the full version on YouTube, Football Digest KE. You can catch the cats on the TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X pages, Football Digest KE, everywhere. Our personal pages, Nyash, the Jabroni Slayer.
TJ. Yes.
Absolutely. Shall be catching you on the next one. Have a good one. Catch you next week as we talk maybe the FA Cup and what transpired in March week 29.
Adios.